Hello, everybody. How you doing? It is Thursday night. It is November 3rd, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yeah!
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? I'm Jose Casabona, your host of the show, and also host of the Ravens Flock and founder of this awesome, amazing channel that you guys are subscribed to. Yes, I am tall. I am bald. I am the founder. I am the executive producer, the content manager, and just as important for the sake of this show, I am a hardcore wrestling fan.
As the paraphernalia upon thine chest so aptly notes.
Hey, say what you want, but the NWO's best years were between 1996 to 1998.
And then 1999 happened.
Yeah, the less we talk about that, the better.
And then 2000 happened.
Ooh.
And then 2001 happened, bro.
No, fuck that. No, not
Wow.
2001. 2002 was horrible when they came back into WWE.
No, 2001 is when they died!
Actually, they died in 2000.
Same diff. I'm thinking about WCW dying in 2001.
And trash talking behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for the introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments down below, and we will answer them during the duration that we are live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to help the Ravens flock,
You're getting your Ginyu force on with posing here, man.
I know, right? Then you, too, can become an inner flocker for $4.99 a month, and you'll have access to all the special perks that comes with our membership service. Juan, tell them.
Well, for starters, folks, if you're already an inner flocker in the chat, show off those inner flocker emojis. Show off the love that you got over here for Wrestle Rewind by showing your championship belt emojis here, the Wrestle Rewind emojis. And also along with that, you get access to Members First and Members Only content. Members First, you get to the front of the line. You get to see it before everyone else. Members Only, it's VIP just for you. You also get access to our Members Only merch discount for our Ravens Flock merch store. Link in the description below. And we'll also be counting on you as part of the discussion to help shape the future of the Ravens Flock. I want to go ahead and say hello to all of our flockers over here, both inner and not so inner. We've got Nikki Bella, part of the Mod Squad. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
I see Emily Morse and Gene Rick on the chat as well.
And Amy Lauf. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Show those belts.
Absolutely. Show off the championship. Show the gold as I continue on with this review. So
there's Earthensky on the chat as well. Aloha, Earthensky.
Aloha,
Welcome
Earthensky. Thank you for joining us.
But
now,
pray tell. Oh, sorry. You go ahead. I was going to ask you something.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Ask away.
Pray tell, what do we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, it's a good question there, Mr. Juan Arouse. On oh my God, I sound so stupid. On Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting watched wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling, which airs on Access TV. So, before I get to the review, I want to paint a little picture of the wrestling landscape right now. We are just 2 days away from WWE's premium live event, the Crown Jewel, which will be in the great city of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. More on that.
At least is how their advertising department of the country touts it.
Yeah. All right. AEW's Full Gear, it will be coming soon on November 18th, and we are just 2 months removed from the chaos. I'm not going to do the joke because the joke's retired.
Come on. The
All right,
jokes
fine.
are funny.
Fine. One more time. We are today marks the 2-month anniversary of crawling out from the fallout of the brawlout from AEW's All Out 2022, where the Young Bucks thought it would be smart to go balls out against CM Punk. Okay, the joke kind of lost it's
okay. The joke remains. It's good.
But no, I'll come back to that point in just a bit when I review AEW. But right now, let's start things off with WWE NXT. Oh, ho, ho! Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. Let's do it.
Why are you
Because you're still saying, light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite!
Okay, but that's because Dynamite. That's when I wanted to ride Dynamite. It's not. You say like you're saying it as if every episode of NXT is crappy. I do it because it's a gag.
No, but every episode of NXT has Booker T on commentary. It's as if Vic Joseph may have done something to earn this punishment.
Why? What did Vic Joseph do to deserve this?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll say this much. Who the heck is it? Who's got his own talk segment? Grayson Waller? No, what's his name again?
The Grayson Waller effect, yeah.
Yeah, Grayson Waller. Freaking dude tried to do a spin-a-rooney, and Booker T was just dead ass like, excuse me?
You can't be serious.
No, tell me
he didn't
just do that.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, and Gene Rick is celebrating being an inner flocker for 3 months.
Thank you for
Are
your
you ready for some wrestling? Hell yeah, she
Hells
is.
yes,
Hell
and
yeah,
thank
they
you
are.
for your continued commitment to being an inner flocker.
And saying hello to V's
sound like a
channel
cultist.
as well. Well, we have Schism that we have to talk about tonight.
And we will talk about it, but let's get to the opening
creepy,
segment.
Evil woke cult.
So, WWE NXT opens up with the return of the NXT champion, Braun Breaker, who's back from 2 weeks since defending the championship successfully at Halloween Havoc against Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough.
Also, V's channel is also celebrating her 3-month anniversary as an inner flocker. But also, V's channel, we did catch the $10 Cash App drop that you sent us the other night on the Black Files.
We thank you very, very much. We really appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
All right, so Braun Breaker, yeah, he was absent last week because he needed some time to recover.
Just a little time to recoup.
Just a little time to recoup. He started off his promo, standard babyface promo, putting over Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough, the triple threat match from Halloween Havoc, how the main event was pretty tough, until he was interrupted by not one, not two, but 3 folks. Man, this got convoluted quick.
Was this? Are you serious?
Yes, go ahead.
You're joking.
He was
What?
first interrupted by the NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson.
That would be the 2 pretty boys in the leather pants with the belts and the really, really weird freaking pointed boots.
Yes.
What kind of guy wears pointed boots? Honestly.
Apparently a guy with good fashion sense? I don't know.
That ain't good fashion sense. It's weird. We're being weird.
Fashion is subjective. Also, and then they were interrupted by the NXT North American champion right next to Braun Breaker, Wes Lee, former NXT Tag Team Champion in his own right. And
why isn't he wearing his North American Championship belt?
he probably is. It's just hiding under the jacket. I don't know.
Hiding under the jacket? Ain't nothing under that jacket.
I don't fucking know, man. So the champions all decide to have a tag match playa as the main event.
Holla, holla, holla. Holler, holler.
For the
NXT.
NXT.
Oh my God, so many belts.
I know. For the NXT Tag Team titles. But yeah, Braun Breaker and Wesley are looking to double up on their gold so they can become, to quote Jericho, double champions.
No.
Nah, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no.
Just don't.
And then afterwards, I kid you not, it was so random, but it segued into a match I will talk about later because I like to go in a specific order, my order. R-Truth came down to the ring and was breakdancing with Wes Lee.
Oh, hey, you were right. He was wearing the belt under the jacket.
Yeah.
Why would you hide the belt?
I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, no. And I'll get back to R-Truth in a bit because what happened to him was really unfortunate. I do want to discuss it, but not just yet. I want to get to the exciting part of the night. And the exciting part was the in-ring return of an NXT newcomer. He was gone for several months since sometime in 2021 due to a foot injury. Yep, go ahead and share it. And that would be one Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones competed for the NXT Breakout Tournament in 2021, which was won by Carmelo Hayes. And he was sidelined by a foot injury, and he made his return that night against Javier Bernal. And it was a pretty good match. Javier tried to work over the injured leg. Odyssey Jones using his size and power to overwhelm Javier Bernal. In the end, he hit him with it looked like a spinning variation of the Gunslinger that was used by Billy Gunn back in the 90s, and he put him away. It looked like it was a variation of the Boss Man Slam, and he got the win. And this was actually pretty good, and I thought this was the exciting match of the night because anybody who makes a comeback in professional wrestling, it's always guaranteed to generate some sort of excitement, especially when a wrestler is coming back from a previous injury.
Not bad, not bad. So, yeah, no, that actually sounds like it sounds like it was a good match. And how much of a roll was he on when he finished here?
Oh, he was on a roll. It was amazing. The fans loved him. The fans missed him.
Very nice. Well, glad to see that. I hope to see a little smile on that very perturbed face of his. I hope that he is not here to eat me.
No. Come on, Juan. Cannibalism is a crime.
Nope. There is no problem that cannot be solved by the judicious application of cannibalism. So don't go trying to tell me about crimes. Crimes are just a legal term.
Oh, yeah,
just like laws and punishment and
next
due
thing,
process and trial and stuff. Those are all just words. What do they mean when they say words?
Oh, next thing you're going to tell me is that this membership is a corporate liability.
Kinda.
Ow. Okay, let's get to. I'm not going to lie, and this is going to sound weird for those who disagree. It's an exciting segment of the night, and it was a sit-down interview with the NXT faction Schism. The leader, Joe. You just fucking had to. Now look, our video is gonna get pulled because of your sorry ass.
Demonetized!
Asshole.
I'm lost with all these current wrestlers. I stopped watching wrestling a while back. Off and on through the years, says Earthensky. Well, to best describe the faction known as Schism, these guys are an evil cult led by a woke dude. You can't see the woke dude. He's behind them. He goes by the name of Joe Gacy. Who are the tag team? They call themselves the Dyad.
The Dyad. Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed.
Which one's which?
All right, Rip Fowler's the baldy.
And
Jagger Reed is the hairy one.
And the girl with the beaming smile, the $1 million smile, who almost seems like she's hypnotized, is a brand newcomer by the name of Ava Reigns, better known outside of pro wrestling circles as Simone Johnson, a.k.a. the daughter of Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, Juancho, you can have it both. You can either have it one of two ways. I can either make The Rock jokes at her expense, or I can make Roman Reigns jokes at her expense.
I think it would have to be Rock jokes. It's a little bit closer to home.
Yeah, you're right. I just gotta come up with the right flavor of pie for her. Anyways, so so I kid you not. I know, it sounds weird. It sounds bonkers because for the longest time that we've been doing this, me and Juan, we've pretty much dunked on anything creative that's related to Schism. However...
That's because they're like, what are you guys? Are you evil woke assholes or are you an evil cult? Which one are you?
However,
it don't make sense to be both. But now they're trying to fuse it and make it a little bit more.
Yeah, they're making it a little bit more
More
intriguing with more of an evil cult, and adding Ava Reigns to the faction adds a wrinkle to the direction of the Schism. Now,
who was the guy interviewing them?
I believe that was Vic Joseph.
Yeah,
one of the
God, the poor soul. He's sitting next to Booker T on the one hand, and on the other, he's got to face Rock the Dwayne Johnson's daughter with a straight face and say, "So, you're totally not in a cult, and you're surrounded by 3 hulking white dudes behind you and in front of you and beside you? What's that like?"
So, yeah,
Please
I know.
don't kill me.
So the focus of the interview is obviously at Ava Reigns, since she is the newest member of Schism. So, Juan, you saw the interview. Now, regrettably, I didn't get to see much of the interview because
I
work.
saw the whole thing. Do you want me to swap the seat so I can actually give it for it, or?
Nah, just give the clip notes.
Okay, all right. Long story short, Vic Joseph was saying, like, okay, you say that Schism are the family that you never had, treat you like you truly belong. What do you mean by that? Do you feel like you're being brainwashed, or do you feel like you're being coerced? She takes umbrage to that. She's like, okay, first off, I don't know what kind of bullcrap you're trying to peddle here, Vic Joseph, but ain't nobody that coerced me or brainwashed me or nothing. I started off in the Performance Center, and everybody wanted to be my friend. Everybody who said that they were my friend and they knew me for a long time, like you just did just now, Vic Joseph, was all up on my grill, all up in my face because of who I was. But they didn't get to want to know who I was. And before I knew it, I got a leg injury, and it looked like my WWE career was over before it could even begin. And where were all those friends? Nowhere to be found.
Oof,
and
abandonment is a bitch.
And then came the Schism, and these guys embraced me for who I really am. Notice how they have the creepy face masks with the happy face, smiley face shit on it. That ain't scary at all, is it, Steve?
I actually think that actually looks pretty cool in a scary way. I like the masks.
And Joe Gacy was even asked, like, okay, so was this an attempt for you guys to recruit Ava Reigns for her notoriety for what she could do for Schism? And Joe Gacy took umbrage to that. It's like, excuse me, we're her friends. We're her family. We're the ones who really know her.
I was actually
truly care. You guys trying to think that we're making this into some sort of publicity ploy? How dare you?
I was actually expecting Joe Gacy to peddle the whole gender inclusivity kind of deal. But
no, I think that they're I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to move away from the woke guy stuff. Thank God, because like that was a fucking miss.
Yeah.
And just going straight more into the culty faction stuff. That makes a little more sense. That's gonna be a little more doable. And the fact that Ava Reigns is spitting this game of like how everyone wanted to be her friend because she's The Rock's daughter. Like, they said that without actually saying that in the exact words. We all know the story. We all know that Simone Johnson goes by the name Ava Reigns so that she can carve her own path. She doesn't want to be just The Rock's daughter. She doesn't want to be the pebble or the stone. Nothing like that. But she wants to cut it herself. This was interesting. This was like...
Sounds like it was an interesting interview, and the direction that they're going with actually adds more of a bite, more depth, more bite to Schism. That being said, Rock, keep better track of your kids.
Yo, yo, do you really want to try to go up to Dwayne Johnson's face and say, "Yo, dude, you suck at parenting. Why are you letting your daughter join an evil woke cult?"
Well, at least I finally answered my own question. Can The Rock do no wrong? Yeah, apparently he could.
It's called being an absent dad or something. Or
I know, right? You know, I mean,
he's got
a lot on his plate. You know, between Hollywood movies and being the owner of the XFL. And I don't know if he's got another project of Titan Games that's somewhere in the back closet.
There's him being Black Adam. There's him doing Fast and Furious movies without him, and he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
he has his fingers in a lot of different pots.
Yeah,
or should he say in a lot of different pies?
Well, who knows? Maybe Ava Reigns being involved with Schism in the WWE will finally give everyone a chance, including The Rock, to acknowledge her.
You said one or the other, you hobo.
I lied!
I cheat!
I steal!
Okay, that was good.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, that was fucking good.
Now, unfortunately, we do have to talk about a match that did not go so good. This was it had a great start, but man, the finish was just not good. It was R-Truth versus Grayson Waller. So, after showing up last week and punking out Grayson Waller with Wesley in the ring, these two has fight. And it started off great. Holy shit. It's hard to wrap around that R-Truth he's 50 now, right?
Yeah, just about.
He's 50 years old, and he could still go with the young kids in the ring. That is amazing. To have that kind of mileage in wrestling, that's awesome. I like that. Unfortunately, this is where things took a turn for the worse. So, as Grayson Waller was gathering his bearings at ringside, R-Truth went for a top rope diving move. He did a front flip diving move. He must have landed awkwardly, and he injured his leg. And the referee had to call the match, awarded the win to Grayson Waller due to referee stoppage, and the officials and the WWE staff had to walk him out of the arena.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, another
R-Truth got hurt.
R-Truth got hurt.
Shit,
another wrestling injury. God damn it!
The guy almost never gets hurt. What the hell?
Well, this
is also the match where Grayson Waller tried to do a spinneroonie at Booker T.
Yeah,
I remember, and Booker T was dead ass like, no, dude, don't fucking go there. Don't go there.
After the match, Grayson Waller then cut a heel promo, bragging and boasting. But I'm sorry, like the whole injury element of R-Truth like completely overshadowed like the whole match and the whole thing.
Well, I would say if his goal is to be a heel, then yeah, a heel would definitely be like, yeah, that's right. This guy can't hang with me. He hurts himself trying to deal with me. Ha, take that. That's what a heel fucking does. They rub the fucking, they piss on your lawn and rub your face in it.
I know that, but it was hard for me to get into because lately there have been multiple wrestling injuries that's been happening all across the board.
You're not wrong, but god dang it, yeah. That is
and as for our, and it's not to say that R-Truth is bad. He is definitely not injury prone. I have seen.
I was about to say, like, yeah, no, the guy never gets hurt from what I know, or at least not in a major way like this.
I mean, the only thing I can say is just fuck, man. This shit happens. Fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, we do wish R-Truth a speedy recovery. He was the only one that made the 24/7 title close to being cool-ish.
Bearable.
There we go. Fucking 24/7 title. I'm glad. Yeah, let's go to the boring segment of the night. It's a boring backstage segment with a couple of undercard guys. Sangha, the girl in the middle, Valentina Feroz, was disappointed that Sangha, the big guy on the right, was not at her corner during her match against Cora Jade.
God, she's the one that Cora Jade throttled?
Yeah.
Oh, crap! Oh!
And then
I saw the parts of it. Cora Jade freaking gnarlied this girl.
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
It was hilariously one-sided.
That is so, ow.
And then after she
Tell
left,
you what, ow.
And then after she left in such disappointment, Veer Mahan walked away with Sangha, and they started talking business, and that's where the segment ends. Like I said, this was more of an undercard segment. I'm glad to see Veer Mahan is back on TV, and it's not coming in the behind the scenes.
Veer Mahan is coming.
And who knows? Maybe this will lead them to finally reuniting as a tag team and going after tag team gold. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, Urthensky's saying that guy looks like a freaking bear. Which one? They both look like bears.
Correction! Juan Arouse looks like a bear.
Damn right.
But they also look like bears. They are.
She's so tiny in comparison. Yeah. No, God. She's so mini. Oh, Lord. I can only imagine.
She's tiny in comparison, but she does know how to throw down.
Apparently not well enough to withstand the most savage beating I'd seen a girl take in the last year and a half.
Now let's get to the what the fuck segment of the night. And, oh boy, this one I'm a little concerned. Apparently, it was an intercepted phone call by the WWE. An anonymous person called in the WWE Performance Center and left them a message. And the way they sounded, they had like a voice morpher, so they sounded dark.
You can screen my calls, but you cannot screen my fury. One by one, you shall all fall. So just let it happen, as it's written on the walls.
Yeah.
What?
No, keep going. There's more.
Wait, there's another slide?
Yeah, there's another slide. I make sure to save all the slides so we could get the message.
Coming to NXT almost feels like home, because inside those ropes, the canvas will be a place how I express how I feel in my bones.
Here comes the next slide.
I will leave my mark, and I warn you all on my imminent start. Sincerely, Scripts.
Yeah. This was very weird, and I'm getting a retribution vibe.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I don't know. This is
Okay,
obviously
now-
this is obviously teasing another faction that's coming to the WWE.
Is it going to be another faction, or is it just one person?
Well, it's kind of weird to name one person Scripts. It's
Maybe.
I think that it's going to be
As
another
Scripts.
renegade faction, and I think it could be like, and this is just me speculating, it could be similar to the failure of a faction that was Retribution.
Oh, no.
Me and Juan, we've already talked about it last week, but to give you the cliff notes, it was a failure of a faction from 2020 from a group of wrestlers who were supposed to be outsiders and were trying to disrupt the system of the WWE from within.
It was Vince McMahon's idea of trying to bring Antifa to WWE.
And they caused so much chaos, and they stuck to their convictions by signing WWE performing contracts and taking the money and abandoning all their ideals like a bunch of idiots.
And just becoming another faction.
Yeah, pretty much. That being said, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong that this is not going to be Retribution 2.0. I don't think I can handle any more stupidity on my TV. And I don't think Juan could tolerate any more stupidity.
I can't.
Yeah.
Which is why I threw up the slurs emoji for a frustration on the Ravens Flock channel here.
But now let's get to the main event, player.
Holla, holla.
The tag team of Braun Breaker and Wes Lee taking on Pretty Deadly in an awesome main event for the NXT Tag Team titles. The tag team match was pretty awesome. Here you see a shot of Braun Breaker hitting a moonsault on Elton Prince. Everything was going great. Everything was going hunky-dory. No problems at all. However, during the match, near the end of the finish, the former NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes came down to distract Wes Lee, which provided the leverage that Kit Wilson needed to roll up Wes Lee to pick up the win. Your winners and still NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly.
God damn it!
Yeah, I know.
Always somebody! Ah, what the hell, man?
Then after the match, Wes Lee went to brawl with Carmelo Hayes, and then Braun Breaker was attacked from behind by, I kid you not,
Is that
Von Wagner.
really the charisma vacuum himself? This is where Von Wagner is where personality goes to die.
How did
What?
we go from no? How did we go from Dolph Ziggler to Cameron Grimes to JD McDonough to Tyler Bate to Ilya Dragunov to Von fucking Wagner as the next man to challenge for the NXT title?
I have no words.
How the fuck did we get here?
I have no words.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Oh my god.
Explain this bullshit.
Oh.
I challenge you to explain this bullshit to me. Brother of mine, what the hell?
I told you there was going to be some stupidity and Juan will not tolerate it. I really don't think. I'm sorry.
There is only one emoji that can properly express my anger. More slurs.
This obviously doesn't make any sense, considering Von Wagner has failed to capture the North American title at the ladder match, to which I still argue he shouldn't be there because I don't think he's at a level to challenge for a title because of how he's booked. And man, just to go from that to elevate him into the position with Braun Breaker, I don't know. Can Braun Breaker actually get a good match out of him?
I hope so. The guy moves around like like molasses in wintertime going uphill in Greenland.
I remember reading
or in Alaska. There we go.
I remember reading one of the articles from last year when NXT 2.0 did the rebrand, where Vince McMahon called Von Wagner a young Edge, comparing him to a young Edge.
No.
Yeah, I know. No.
We already have one Edge. We only need one. Adam Edge Copeland, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Do not besmirch the rated R superstar like that.
More importantly, don't saddle your top champion by having him feud with a dull Edge.
Exactly. I saw what you did there, and I hate you for it.
Hey, man, I'm going for 2.
God.
Yes!
Thank God. I'm hoping that there's something behind Von Wagner's vacant dead stare. Anything. I'm begging you, please.
I'm hoping so, too, considering their next pay-per-view event, NXT Deadline, is in December. Yeah, I know. It's called Deadline. I don't know why they call it Deadline.
Because it's the end of the year. That's when your stuff is due. It's on the deadline.
It would have been okay if they brought back Starrcade, but that's just my inner fan talking. Anyways, let's go ahead and shift gears and talk about this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the views at the Bone Dynamite!
You see, Juan, it's an equal share.
You better thank your lucky stars that someone as memeably ridiculous as Booker T gave you the pass on that shucky ducky quack quack bullshit.
All right, this week's AEW Dynamite takes place over at the Chesapeake Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, Baltimore, the home of the Baltimore Ravens.
Also, for the longest time, the imprisoned home of Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
That came completely out of nowhere. Thank you for that. Damn it, Juancho. Halloween already has come and gone. You can't.
It's always Halloween in my heart.
God damn it. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the opening match of the night, and it is Darby Allin going one-on-one against Jay Lethal with...
Oh, hey, Jay Lethal actually gets a freaking match.
Yes, he does. This is a round 2 of their last encounter where Darby Allin got a win over Jay Lethal, and now they're duking it out again. So, pretty exciting back and forth action, very technical for both men. I like how during the match, Darby Allin ran out to do a suicide dive, and because he's so light, here's the thing: Satnam Singh, the big fucker guy right there in the picture, he is like 7'3" tall, literally like as tall as the Great Khali.
Probably just as nimble too, but what do I know?
Actually, I would argue he's a little bit more agile, just by a little bit.
Just by a little bit, you sure?
I've seen him wrestle on Rampage. Yes, I know. I saw him wrestle on Rampage. Yeah, they're rapping your head.
Yeah, Rampage doesn't count for anything.
For his size and strength, holy crap, he is literally the epitome of an immovable object, and it showed when Darby Allin tried to go for a suicide dive, and he bounced off Satnam Singh, and Satnam Singh just stood there like, yeah, whatever. Like, he just bounced off of him.
Really?
Yes!
Like Darby Allin, this little jackass Daredevil stunt boy wannabe dude, dives in between the ropes to try to tackle and take down Satnam Singh.
Exactly.
And it was like, boing, 1 HP.
Pretty much. Darby Allin went in full Nitro Circus, and then Satnam Singh put the brakes on his little ass.
That's what happens when he hangs around with too many jackasses.
And here's the thing. Satnam Singh didn't even put his hands on him at all, and the referee ejected him from the arena.
Well, the guy interfered from the match.
But he didn't put his hand on him. If anything, fucking Darby Allin fucking fucked himself over.
How does that even work?
I don't fucking know. So after they were ejected from
Whoa, Shelly Fitzgerald, another member of the Mod Squad, is in the chat. Hello, Shelly. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Hello, Shelly. So after they were ejected, with the referee being distracted, Darby Allin was attacked by a dude dressed up as Sting. He was masked. He attacked him from behind. Jay Lethal used the opportunity to hit him with the lethal injection to get the win. And then afterwards, Sting's music hit, and all the baddies tried to run away to the stage before he pops up. But Darby Allin then turned around. It was an icon. It wasn't the icon Sting, but it was none other than 12-time world champion Jeff Jarrett, who El Kabonged Darby Allin in the head with the guitar, knocked him out cold, and cut a fiery promo at the AEW fans.
Cheer on that, slap nuts!
Yes.
So the king of the mountain himself, Jeff Jarrett, who helped co-found TNA Impact, is now All Elite. What the fuck, Slapnuts?
So here's the story on Jeff Jarrett
please explain.
All right, so
bullshit.
First of all, Jeff Jarrett's also a WWE Hall of Famer, former Intercontinental Champion, and former multi-time world champion in TNA and WCW in his own right. Jeff Jarrett was released in August from WWE. He was the former senior vice president of live events, and that was his last job. And now he's working for AEW, and I think his title is of Director of Business and Events. So he's going to be working very closely with the corporate staff here. In fact, let me look for his official title.
Yeah, please, because is he an in-ring performer and a corporation member just like the Young Fucks and Kenny Oblivious? Please tell me, explain. What the hell?
No. Hang on a minute.
Jeff Jarrett at least has a little more legitimacy.
Here we go. He is the AEW Director of Business Development. So, yeah.
Which means what exactly?
It says here in a tweet from Tony Khan, I look forward to expanding the AEW live events calendar in 2023 in future years with Double J. So it looks like Jeff Jarrett's role at the AEW is likely going to be similar with WWE, planning ahead for live events for the promotion.
He books the shows.
Yes.
He books the venues.
Yes.
Is he also going to be slapnutting people and El Kabonging people like he did here with Darby Allin?
I don't know. I mean, considering we've seen how AEW has utilized wrestling legends with Sting and getting physical, I don't see. I would argue there's a possibility.
Wow. Okay, this is yet another example of if you're gonna have old-time wrestlers work in your company, either have them work as talent or have them work on the business side. Don't do both, please.
I think it's just going to be part timing as a wrestler, like only being used in small doses.
I'm not trying to shit on Jeff Jarrett's freaking bona fides as like, oh, does he still have any matches left in him? Of course he does. This guy is in damn good shape.
The last time I saw him wrestle was earlier this year in you're gonna shit on it, in a GCW event wrestling Effie.
I thought that he was in the last match of Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, he was also in the last match of Ric Flair too. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, it was awesome. He also tag teamed with Jay Lethal during that match.
Oh, go fucking figure. And that was okay, go figure. And Gene Rick saying, Jose, is that slap nutting as painful as it sounds? Ouch. Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay, and by El Kabong, it's exactly what it sounds like. Smashing a guitar upside someone's head. Just smashing them straight, taking an acoustic guitar, smashing it straight down over on their head. Boom.
He smashed 100 guitars, never drew a dime.
Wow. Thank you, Cornette.
No, it was actually another wrestling legend. I think his name was Bill Graham, but like
Superstar Billy Graham?
No, not Bill Graham, but somebody else. I have to look it up. But the point is, when it comes to Jeff Jarrett's career in wrestling, he's had an uphill struggle in trying to break out into a main event star, but
he couldn't do it in a promotion that he didn't found. He founded TNA, and he became King of the Mountain and multi-time TNA world champion. He founded Global Force Wrestling.
Oh, God.
Multiple time King of the Mountain, Global Force Wrestling champion. And then GFW and TNA came together and formed Impact and, King of the Mountain.
Yeah, but that being said, okay, as far as from a creative and production standpoint, it's good to have Jeff Jarrett being involved in planning live events for 2023.
I suppose you're right. Like, that's a practiced hand. He knows what he's doing. But notice how that's not the part in question.
But if they're going to use him in small doses, like how they've been using Sting so far, then I don't see it a problem. Because right now, Sting is doing okay for his role, being only used limited, only having his role limited when it comes to wrestling matches.
Yeah, well, here's hoping that he can, that he delivers on what he's here to deliver, which is apparently guitar smashes, kicking people in the nuts, and being King of the Mountain.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the exciting match of the night. And this is a triple threat match for the AEW All-Atlantic Championship, where Rey Fenix, 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, takes on Luchasaurus.
That would be the big dude in the mask.
Yes, accompanied by Christian Cage to take on the champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. All right, so right off the bat, Rey Fenix and what's his face?
Luchasaurus.
No, Rey Fenix and Orange Cassidy. I think they got a little more action with each other than they did with Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus barely got like any fight into this, but when he did, it was pretty awesome. One of the spots, there's a lot of cool spots that happened. Luchasaurus choke slamming Rey Fenix through the timekeeper's table at ringside.
Ow.
Yeah, I know that hurts. And then what's his face? And then Luchasaurus was fighting Orange Cassidy over by. They took the fight over to the stage, over by the Titantron, over by the entrance, and it looked like he was going to choke slam Orange Cassidy off the stage until he was ambushed from behind by Jungle Boy Jack Perry. He ambushed Luchasaurus, and then he chased off Christian Cage, and then from the entrance ramp to the edge of the entrance ledge of the stage, Jack Perry ran down. He made a beeline for Luchasaurus, did a running crossbody, and they both collided off the stage onto a table.
Holy crap! That's
Yes.
fucking amazing.
Putting Luchasaurus out of the triple threat match putting him out for the remainder of the match, and then it was all focused on Rey Fenix and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. So take out the largest guy if you can. Deal with each other after that.
Yeah, no, and Orange Cassidy did pick up the win after hitting a really cool Superman punch while Rey Fenix was trying to do a springboard midair dive, and Orange Cassidy caught him midair. Holy fuck, that's awesome.
Nice.
I thought that was cool. Orange Cassidy got the win. Your winner and still AEW All-Atlantic Champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Unfortunately, his celebration was cut short after the rest of the Death Triangle, Pac and Penta El Zero, started wailing on Orange Cassidy, and then Orange Cassidy was saved by his future opponent for tomorrow night's Rampage. He is the returning he is the returning New Japan wrestler. Juan, pull him up. I kid you not. I'm going to try to pronounce his name.
Katsuyori Shibata.
There you go, Katsuyori Shibata. According to what I've read from all the other wrestling, in the independents, he's actually considered a big deal in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So
We don't know the first thing about him, as you could tell.
yeah, no. I do my best to try and focus on on everything happening in wrestling, and I tried to
keep up with so many faces and names.
I know it is, but I will pull up cliff notes on this guy, Katsuyori Shibata, right?
Yeah, Katsuyori Shibata. Someone educate us.
All right, Katsuyori Shibata. Here we go. He is 42 years old, and let's see here, 6 foot, 209 pounds, and he's also a kickboxer as well as a professional wrestler, and he also had a mixed martial arts career. Let's see here. He is a former IWGP Tag Team Champion, and he was a 3-time Never Openweight Champion. And he also won the New Japan Cup in 2017, so awesome for him. And he was also the Revolution Pro Wrestling former British Heavyweight Champion, so awesome. And he was also in the Wrestling Observer newsletter in 2013 for Best Brawler.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. And let's see here. Let me take a look at his... okay. Oh, never mind. His kickboxing record is not impressive. He has 0 wins and 1 losses.
So he's only had 1 kickboxing match.
Yeah.
Okay, then not that much of a kickboxer.
Yeah, no.
Even if you have 1 million losses, that means that you had 1 million matches.
That is true. He's as far as his MMA record goes, he has 4 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw. Now, apparently, during this, I'm trying to take a look here because at one point he was sidelined with an injury, a neck injury that put him away from wrestling for a long time. So, let me take a look here. Here we go. Here we go. On March 20th of 2017, yep. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm trying to look for the point where he was. Here we go. Let's see here. Following the match on April 9th of 2017, where he was defeated by Kazuchika Okada, he collapsed backstage and was rushed to a hospital where it was discovered that he had a subdural hematoma, which required emergency surgery.
Oh, man, that is fucked up. Also, real quick, Gene Rick dropping a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Gene Rick.
Thank you very much, Gene Rick. I really appreciate it.
Over here, she's saying, I used to watch wrestling all the time and have started again because of the Ravens flock. I love when you mention a match I've watched. Yay.
Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. And then he made his return to in-ring competition in 2021 on the final night of G1 Climax on October 21st of 2021, where he wrestled against Zack Sabre Jr. in an awesome wrestling match. So yeah.
Oh, he fought Zack Sabre Jr. Ooh.
Yeah. So like I said, anybody who makes a comeback in professional wrestling, especially from a career-threatening injury, it's guaranteed to get a huge reaction from the fans.
So nice. Okay, Katsuyori Shibata, and apparently they're calling this a dream match.
That being said, I'm calling it right now. Orange Cassidy is not losing the title. It's too soon. I like the story. I like Shibata's story. Don't get me wrong, but
they stuffed it in the freaking linen closet that is Rampage. There, the end.
Also, they backed themselves into the corner. This is a dream match. Nobody wants to see Orange Cassidy lose, but nobody also wants to see Shibata lose.
Yep, so the only logical thing would be to have the Death Triangle gang up on them again.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's get to the exciting segment of the night.
But first, Jose is going to take a sip of water.
It's actually ginger ale, but yes.
Oh, close.
All right, and it's time to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Daddy Ass himself, Billy Gunn. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The AEW World Tag Team Champions, The Acclaim, threw a big birthday celebration to WWE Hall of Famer Billy Gunn. Holy fuck, man. I forgot how old he is. I think he's in his late 50s, but
I'm not going to try to...
Yeah, no. It was so awesome, and Billy Gunn was sporting, like, his hands were wrapped around in, like, injury tape because his hands were injured by the Guns, by his sons, because they're assholes. And so, like, he couldn't do the scissor me thing with the Acclaim.
That's so sad, man.
But it's okay.
He's 59 years old.
He's 59, and holy fuck, he looks awesome for his age.
Holy shit, man.
Damn, this guy is jacked.
He is jacked to the gills.
I like it.
That's scary, man.
Holy shit,
God.
that's amazing.
Well, since he can't scissor the Acclaimed, we're throwing scissor up emojis for Billy Gunn over here.
Hells yeah, scissor me, daddy, watch yeah! But it's okay, because the Acclaimed also have merchandise.
Merchandising.
I kid you not, they had pink scissor me foams with their branding and
Where
AEW
the
branding.
real money at the movie gets made.
And they gave the foams to Billy Gunn, and they were able to scissor. It was a great celebration.
So they scissor via the foam hands.
Yes. I kid you not.
That is so corny. I love it.
I swear to God, you're gonna see fans. You're gonna see boys and girls all walking around with scissor me foams in their hands.
That is so ridiculous. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's just corrupt all the youth of America with scissors. Hey kids, run with those scissors. Scissor me, daddy.
Unfortunately, the celebration was cut short after the Guns and after the AEW faction, The Firm, primarily the Guns and what's his face and W. Morrissey went and destroyed the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. But then they were saved by the multi-tag team champions themselves, FTR.
Oh snap! Seriously?
Yep.
Well, I guess FTR is like, hey, we saved you because that ain't right, but we want those belts to add to our collection.
Yeah,
Also,
AEW, can you please stop teasing us and just give us the match we wanted?
Yeah, also, V's channel's here saying he's my dad's age, but my dad doesn't look like that. Oh my god, right?
Right?
We should all hope to live that long and look that good.
It's times like these when you need to appreciate like how well like these wrestlers who are in their 50s and 60s actually took care of themselves and could still go at some capacity.
Some of them, at least.
Some of them at least. Sting, Billy Gunn, Jeff Jarrett, R-Truth.
Right?
And yes, I will go ahead and throw Chris Jericho into the category as well, because despite him being a total idiot who supported Trump in his reelection, I kid you, even at his age, he could still go.
Yeah, he's an idiot, but he's an idiot who could probably beat the crap out of us too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so now let's get to the nothing match of the night. And this match is for the AEW TBS title, as Jade Cargill, the champion without the championship title because it was stolen from her, takes on Marina Shafir, who is the member of they're Vicious Vixens, I think they're calling themselves.
That's not bad. Also, Emily Morse threw up a lull for the
Scissor
fitness
me.
thing. Yeah, the scissoring.
So this was just a standard nothing match, and it made things even lame when they had Nyla Rose on stage, and she was wearing her pimp coat, and she has the stolen AEW TBS title, and she was taunting Jade Cargill. Like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing?
Oh my god!
Okay. She's like they turned Nyla Rose into like just this like silly, ridiculous like. Fuck, man, I can't even describe it. She's
kind
just
of a jokey heel.
Kind of a jokey heel. Like, come on.
Like, okay, Nyla Rose has all the makings of like Awesome Kong 2.0. She is a batshit insane, like physical specimen of like size and power. She literally is a head above all the other women in AEW. So she stole the TBS championship belts out from under Jade Cargill. But Jade Cargill is still defending the championship, even though she doesn't have the belt.
Pretty
How
much.
fucked is that?
This
Why
is-
doesn't she just like, hey, giant ass bitch, get back down here and give me my belt
Because she
so I
can,
can whip you with it some more.
because much like a cartoon villain, she always finds a way to get away from her clutches.
Oh!
I don't fucking know, man.
You would imagine that Jade Cargill will be like, oh, hey, check this out. What? Okay, Marina, what was Nyla Rose up on the stage throughout the entirety of the match? Or
With a microphone in hand, and her and Vicky were taunting.
were they talking shit in the middle of the match?
Yes.
You mean to tell me? Okay, and Nyla Rose, she has Vicky Guerrero as her valet / mouthpiece / manager /
man.
cougar.
Oh, man.
Like, let's not lie. Vicky Guerrero's great at what she does, but okay, you mean to tell me the entire time that Cargill and Shafir were in the ring, Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero were just shit talking? Neener, we have your belt. You're a wiener. Neener,
Like a
neener.
pair of school bullies.
Like
Yep.
a pair of schoolyard. What the fuck?
Seriously, what the
Come on, man. What would have mentioned Jade Cargill would be like, you know what? Screw this. I don't need to win this match. I'll just walk out and get disqualified, and I'll keep the championship. But I'm gonna get my belt back from this giant.
All
bitch
right, so
and her cougar
all right, you know what?
manager.
I don't want to spend the entire night talking about this misguided fuckery this angle became. So let me
It's
get.
still fuckery. I mean, come on.
It is still fuckery. Jade Cargill picked up the win after hitting Marina Shafir with the Jaded, and she is now 41-0 in her win-loss record.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
and she still doesn't have her goddamn belt.
Then what's that picture of her holding the belt doing there? Checkmate, Jose. Ah, take that.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the belt, one of the members of the Baddie Squad from Jade Cargill, Kira Hogan, tried to attack Nyla Rose from behind at the stage, but Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero, leveled her out before running away with the title.
You mean, okay, you're saying that as if Vicky Guerrero had an equal part in beating this poor girl down. No, it was Nyla Rose.
Yeah, it was just Nyla Rose.
stomping the shit out of her, and Vicky Guerrero screeching at her, neener, you're a wiener.
And then they just ran.
And then
That's
they
it.
just ran away. What the hell, man?
I don't know what they're doing. I think this made Jade Cargill look bad, really bad, and it really did not help Nyla Rose. I'm sorry.
Because, like I said, Jade Cargill could just, if I'm defending my championship, I won't defend it properly until I get my belt back. I want my fucking belt back from this dumbass bitch, Nyla Rose, who stole it from me. Or, hey, I'm going to jump you. I'm going to kick your ass backstage. You're over here freaking checking your phone while I'm cutting a promo.
No. I'm listening. I'm multitasking.
Man. God, can't have shit in Detroit.
I know. All right, so let's get to the bad segment of the night, and it's boy oh boy, time for more ego stroking by the executive vice presidents. This was another cryptic video where they showed a clip of the Elite winning the World Trios titles, and it looked like it looked like the screen of Adobe Premiere or whatever editing program someone's using. Hey Juan, does that look like Adobe Premiere to you?
That looks more like Avis, media composer.
Well,
Or
apparently,
perhaps it's Final Cut Pro, but it looks closer to yeah, to Avid. I
whoever's-
said Avis is a car rental. I
Well,
meant to say Avid.
well, whoever's editing this crap apparently put it the effect to edit out the Elite from everything that they did, and we get more of this Thanos crap where they're disappearing along with the E and the AEW. And what the fuck are they doing? This is nothing more but pure ego stroking, self-filleting for the executive vice presidents, and Tony Khan is letting them get away with it.
He's letting them get away with it. Why? Because these are buddies. Because they're buddies. They're friends. He's not a businessman trying to make money. He's an idiot who's a coked out dweeb who bought a butt ton of wrestlers, most of them at like 1,000,000% over.
So he
their
could play
actual
Booker.
worth, so he can play Booker. Yeah. He's not actually out to try to make money. If that's what he was actually out for, he'd have canned these fucks and kept CM Punk.
CM Punk will always draw more than the Elite. There, I said
That's
it.
our fucking hot takes. We don't give a shit. Go ahead. Like, wrestling marks can be mad at us. We don't give a damn.
No, not wrestling marks. AEW tribalist marks can be mad
There we
at
go.
us.
Yeah, even better. Because, yeah, fucking douchebags, fucking tribalistic dumbasses.
Oh no, trust me, they're gonna double down. They double down on the pettiness, and I will talk about it in a bit. But first, let's get to the exciting, weird segment, which is a video package of what looks like the resurrection of the House of Black. And this
Because
is
Aleister Black can't go without his eyeball
no.
bleeding.
Remember, his name is Malachi Black. Big difference.
Right, Malachi Black. Okay, seriously, the dude.
No. Well, let me explain. In this video,
It'll never heal if he doesn't quit picking at it.
here's the thing. In this video, it first of all, very well produced. I love the production of this video. It looked like something out of it looked like something out of Game of Thrones when they were good, or The Witcher. But anyways, Julia Hart went down along with a bunch of druids. I don't know if they were on loan from Joe Gacy or on loan from the Good Brothers, and they walked over the corpse bodies of Malachi Black and Brody King. They wrapped their bodies up. They took them down to the link, set the bodies on fire, and did some sort of like ritualistic resurrection spell to bring back the House of Black.
I can't with these people.
I love this video segment. Shut up!
Okay,
And more importantly, I'm very on a personal level, I'm very happy to see Malachi Black back in wrestling because on September 26th, Malachi Black has made an announcement that he was granted a conditional release from All Elite Wrestling due to personal issues, due to mental health issues. He needed some time off. He wasn't outright released from the company. They didn't terminate his contract, but he needed to take some time off from wrestling to resolve his own issues, and that's perfectly fine, especially right now since we're in the month of November, which is the Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I think it's important to, recognize that, even us guys, even men, we have our own struggles with mental health.
Yeah. No, we're just as there's like, okay, I can't actually come up with anything.
No, it's
nice
okay.
because-
That being said, I really hope they do redeem the House of Black because Malachi Black, he made his debut in 2021 following his release from WWE after his 60-day non-compete clause was expired. Which I thought that was pretty funny because they didn't give him a 90-day no-compete clause. Idiot.
Made it 60 days.
I know, idiots. And he started off hot with his feud against Cody Rhodes. And then afterwards, during the rest of his time in AEW, he formed the House of Black. And they had great matches. They had great feuds with the Death Triangle, which is cool. And I don't know. I just really hope they manage to get him back on track. AEW, don't fuck this up. Do not fuck Malachi Black over.
They're totally gonna fuck Malachi Black over now, right?
Ugh, I hope not.
They're gonna do it.
All right, so now let's get to a match that I really want to rip into here. Now, Juan, I've sent it to you at the last minute, so I think you need to check your messages. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hang on, I gotta fix the resizing. And
Yeah, you're fine. So it was earlier advertised that Chris Jericho will be facing off a former Ring of Honor champion, and he will be defending the Ring of Honor World Championship on Dynamite.
Now,
And as a big sign of pettiness, or, depending on how you look at it, depending on how you feel about
this
it,
was pettiness.
Chris Jericho's opponent happens to be Colt Cabana.
How fucking fitting that the original image was so tiny. Here we go. Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
So first of all,
How many times has Colt Cabana been Ring of Honor World Champion?
he never. He was actually a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion.
Really?
But it was advertised it could be any former Ring of Honor champion. They didn't say former Ring of Honor World Champion.
He didn't even qualify for the actual initial competition of the match. They did this on purpose.
And
God fucking damn it, really?
And oh my God, when I
Okay.
saw Colt Cabana walk down to the ring, he looked uncomfortable as fuck. Oh man.
Really? How did he look uncomfortable?
I don't know. He looked like he was very nervous, like, oh man, maybe I should be here kind of deal. Like,
Maybe I shouldn't be here.
yeah.
That is a terrible attitude or aura to have if you're going to be going into a match against Chris Jericho on national television live. That is not the kind of attitude you want to have. Run, motherfucker. Oh, my God. You would imagine that he would be wanting to, like, cheer people up and, yeah, hey, it's Boom Boom. Hey, everybody, love me. I'm the freaking joke dude. I got the bionic elbow, too, guys. Billy Goat's Chris. Nothing. No. He just walks down the street like, oh, shit, this is my first match on TV kind of thing.
Yeah.
Come on. I thought Colt Cabana was a professional. He's given us...
Hang on. Calm down. He did wrestle a really good match against Jericho. He did put up a good fight. No lies there, okay? And he actually did get fired up during the match. But I'm not here to talk about...
the biggest professional wrestling podcast.
But I'm not here to talk about the match. I'm here to talk about the message that AEW sent.
Oh, God, people.
All right, so I did say that I was going to talk about the All Out, right? We're 2 months removed. Yeah, the Brawl Out of AEW All Out 2022. We're after. So here are the quick cliff notes. CM Punk wrestled in the main event of AEW All Out in Chicago. He beat Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title, and then in a pay-per-view media scrum, without prompting, CM Punk pretty much cut down Tony Khan, the executive vice president, while also airing out his grievances against Colt Cabana and Hangman Adam Page for going off script and referencing.
The executive vice president is the Elite, as they just
the
call them
Elite, yeah. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
Yep, Kenny Oblivious and the Young Fucks, those guys.
Then afterwards, depending on which piece of reporting was more credible, the Young Bucks and CM Punk got into a backstage brawl, and other members.
In there too,
Yeah, Kenny Omega was there too. Yeah, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega got into a backstage brawl with Ace Steel and CM Punk. A bunch of other staff members were involved,
including the head of the legal department.
Yeah, including the head of the legal department, Mega Paresh. And a lot of the staff members who were involved in the fight received their suspensions, and also the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and CM Punk were suspended, and they were stripped of the championship golds that they have. They were stripped of the AEW World titles, and they were stripped of the AEW World Trios titles. And then afterwards, the investigation continued on. Ace Steel was fired from AEW.
Yep, there was an internal investigation that was done.
And it looks like AEW is trying to negotiate a contract buyout of CM Punk.
Which sounds like that's where things stand at the moment. And the point of contention of CM Punk's contract right now, of whether or not if they're going to buy it out, is the length of his no-compete clause that they want to put in. Which is basically like, okay, I will take whatever money you're going to throw at me, but I'm not going to let you dictate how and when and for how long I don't work for any competition.
Yeah.
You don't get to dictate that. And the AEW side is saying, well, we're not keeping you on payroll, and we're not paying you unless you agree to these terms, kind of thing. It's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass, and
I know,
yeah,
folks,
it also
it's crazy.
The contract, the non-compete thing, like pretty much screams that AEW is afraid that CM Punk will go to the only competition that will literally squash them, the WWE.
Which, if Triple H was a smart man, he would do everything. He would move heaven and earth to make that happen if there's mutual interest involved between Punk and WWE.
And now that I think about it, Juan, because I know we talked about this on the program, you're right. CM Punk is a guy who's very prideful. He holds grudges. He has an axe to grind against Triple H. Him and Triple H never got along in the WWE.
The famous words of when CM Punk walked out. With Vince McMahon telling, you are gonna have a main event at WrestleMania. It's against Triple H, and Punk looking at Triple H and saying, "All due respect, I do not need to wrestle you. You need to wrestle me."
Yeah,
that is still my favorite.
That is such a good line. I love it.
Hold on. Here, let me just do one thing. Here.
That was a proper mic drop.
Yeah. Boom. But that being said, I think
that's our old mic.
Hang on a minute, Juan. Now hear me out. CM Punk's pettiness can also be could also work as, I don't want to say an advantage, but what if CM Punk does choose to re-sign with WWE to stick it to AEW?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Like, he doesn't have to get along with Triple H. He doesn't like Triple H, but I think at this point we can say that he dislikes AEW more.
That's possible, but there's also talk from the CM Punk camp of that's it. He's turned off of professional wrestling thanks to these guys. They drove him away forever. And if he does get out of this, he's never going to pro wrestle anywhere ever again because fuck everything.
I really hope that's not the case, because when CM Punk made a return to wrestling last year in August, it was amazing, and he's had.
It was a dream come true.
It was a dream come true. A lot of great matches happened, and then this shit happens, and fuck, man. And the fact that they brought Colt Cabana on screen, like, wow, man.
That was
really,
just
Tony Khan? Can you be more pettier than this? Yeah, actually, yes, he can.
The guy fucking tweets like a million miles a minute, and then he won't talk to you.
That being said, we're not dunking on Colt Cabana. I hope. No, absolutely not.
Like, Colt Cabana just happens to be the poor dope stuck in all this.
Yeah, he is. He was dealt a crappy hand.
No, well, he had his part to play in all this with his problems with Punk, but that's a different story.
That is a different story. All right, so let's get to the main event of the night. And this match is for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
Again, not so subtle advertising by Tony Khan. Hey there, hey, TBS, look what matches you could have on TBS. You could have Ring of Honor Television on TBS.
Samoa Joe defends the World Television title against the Machine, Brian Cage.
Oh, God, this jacked motherfucker.
Yes, accompanied to the ring by Prince Nana, the leader of their faction, the Embassy.
The fuck?
Yep, that's their...
You guys all right over there in the chat? I'm not seeing any new chats, or is everyone okay?
So I've talked about Brian Cage before, right? Despite him being all jacked up and big and muscly, he also moves like a cruiserweight, and it shows a lot in this match.
Scary.
It was Brian Cage got a lot of offense in this match, hitting Samoa Joe with a devastating German suplex from the corner. He also ran out and did a tope, like a tope from the top rope, and hitting a front flip dive onto Samoa Joe. That was awesome. Everything was looking great. It looked like Brian Cage was going to win. He just as he was about to execute his finishing move, the Drill Claw. Shout out to one of his favorite Marvel characters, Wolverine.
Okay, V's channel's alive. She's like, we're good, LOL.
Samoa Joe then Samoa Joe then surprises him out of nowhere, reverses the Drill Claw, locks in the Coquina Clutch, forcing Samoa Joe to tap out. Your winner, and still the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe. And then afterwards, Samoa Joe was ambushed by the Embassy, and then the AEW TNT Champion Wardlow came down to save Samoa Joe, and then Wardlow was leveled out by Powerhouse Hobbs, who hit him with a spine buster and hoisted the TNT Championship over his arm again as the show closed out.
Okay, so what's his face? Well, at least Hobbs and Joe are Wardlow and Joe are still at it. So hey, TNT, it's Ring of Honor TV on TNT.
God. Oh my God! You know what would be an interesting idea if they just stop airing Rampage and instead get a better time slot and have Ring of Honor air on TNT.
Ring of Honor Rampage. There you go. Easy fix.
Oh my God,
there.
That actually sounds cool.
There.
Holy
Done.
Fuck.
The end.
Damn.
The fucking end.
Damn,
The
Juan.
fucking end. Tony Khan, send me $3 million right fucking now. Cash App the Juancho. You know what? No. Cash App the Ravens flock. The entirety of the Ravens flock deserves this one. Go ahead, and here's our cash tag. Go ahead and drop that in on us.
My
Tony
goodness.
Khan, I just saved you, your fucking company, and all I'm going to ask for is $3 million. Just send it right now on our Cash App. Ring of Honor Rampage.
Thank you, Juan.
There.
All
Done.
right.
Easy.
Let's move on from
seriously, enough with the cross-branding for the sake of cross-branding. Enough.
Also, enough with the pettiness. It doesn't make you look good.
No, it makes you look like a little shit heel.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about Impact Wrestling, all right? Let's go ahead and discuss the opening match of the night.
Actually, where is Impact taking place at?
The Impact's taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada, baby, the home of Sin City.
Oh, that's right. So our Popcorn Planet family, Andy, Lewis, Steph, Kim, Amy Goodhart, Jody from Jody's Corner, all the folks who we all know and love from the Popcorn Planet team who don't link to us apparently. I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm just fucking around. They're all headed to Vegas, and maybe they could have caught a little bit of Impact Wrestling.
right?
Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe.
But sending some love to the Popcorn Planet team. I hope they have a good time this weekend in Vegas.
Las Vegas is also the home of the of the marquee AEW pay-per-view event, Double or Nothing.
Indeed, indubitably.
But anyway, so let's talk about Impact. So the opening match of the night is a tournament quarterfinal match between Kenny King versus Mike Bailey. This tournament is to crown the new X Division champion, since the title was vacated by Frankie Kazarian, who...
That's right. Frankie Kazarian went ahead and he went with option C. Is that right?
That's right. I don't know why they call it that, option
Okay.
C.
Guys, for those of you who are not versed in the world of Impact Wrestling, the X Division Championship is basically the mid card belt, and it comes with its own little stipulation they call option C, where if you want, you can relinquish the X Division Championship and automatically challenge the Impact World Champion at a time and place you're choosing.
It makes more sense than fucking Von Wagner challenging the NXT title out of nowhere
Yeah,
after
see?
losing.
Exactly. Like, guy fucking Von Wagner had been losing left and right. At least an X Division champion was a champion.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, you know what? I've done everything I could with the X Division belt. I'm gonna go ahead and hand that over. I want to go for the big belt. I will relinquish this and use the option C that goes with it. And
Fuck yeah.
And one of the things that I love about the X Division matches is that they are almost always like cruiserweight style, even though not a lot of them are cruiserweight wrestlers.
And speaking of cruiserweight styles, that's exactly what I got out of the first 16 minutes of the program. These guys went at it nonstop. They've wrestled each other in the past, and and this was far better than their last encounters. They took the fight in the ring. They took the fight out of the ring. I love it. I love it when Mike Bailey does his like rapid fire roundhouse kicks with both legs.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is so painful. Ugh. God,
so
I feel
cool.
bad for his arms. I feel bad. Like my arms are twitching from that.
How are your arms twitching?
Because man,
You weren't receiving those kicks.
I know,
What's wrong
but
with
just
you?
thinking about it. And then, of course, as they spilled the fight outside, another cool spot I want to call attention to is when Kenny King, like he's working on the legs of Mike Bailey, trying to cut the legs from under him so he doesn't use it for his offense. He actually did a good roll-up style a la Lance Storm and rolled up and hit and locked in a single leg Boston Crab, or the Maple Leaf as he calls it, to try and wear down to try and wear down Mike Bailey. Everything was good. Everything was coming to a head. It looked like what's-his-face. It looked like Kenny King was about to clinch it until Mike Bailey pulls pulls one out of a hat and then rolls up Kenny King's shoulders onto the ground to get the victory. Your winner and advancing to the tournament semifinals, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Nice. I can dig this. Wasn't Mike Bailey already an X Division champion before this? Or
He lost the title to Frankie Kazarian
Kazarian
at Bound for Glory.
And then Frankie Kazarian cashed it in for option C.
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, yes, I do think that it is a great opportunity for Mike Bailey to become a 2-time X Division champion, which would be
Nice.
awesome.
Very nice. I can dig that.
All right, so let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is a first-time ever clash between these guys. The former Impact World Champion Moose taking on Bullet Club's own Ace Austin.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
folks, you got to remember, Bullet Club are the stuff of legend. And anyone who's in Bullet Club is either a made man in the world of independent pro wrestling, or they're about to become a made man. So Ace Austin, he's right up there with the upper echelons of the cool heels of pro wrestling here. Holy crap.
Absolutely. As far as made men goes, yeah, a lot of awesome names came from Bullet Club. The Good Brothers, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and AJ Styles, who are in the WWE right now. So is Finn Balor, who's the leader of Judgment Day. Let's see other names. I'm trying to think. Oh man. We have to reference it. Cody Rhodes was also part of the Bullet Club, and he's in WWE right now. And yes, I have to bring it up as much as I don't want to. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page, they were also members of the Bullet Club. We have to remember them too.
Notice how that's not a point of contention for me. My point of contention is when they decided to go in and become the elite and let themselves get their heads full of their own horseshit.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyways, let's get back to the match. So this is a classic David and Goliath clash between the two. It was very hard to it was like at first I thought it was going to be hard for me to watch because they're both heels. And I think because the direction with the heels and babyface, the heel and babyface spectrum of the Bullet Club, I think it varies from moment to moment. I don't know, man. It's so weird.
Yeah, well, they're tweeners, I guess.
They're tweeners, and it looked like things were going Moose's way. Moose definitely looked like he was about to clench in his finisher move until out came Bully Ray, the former Bubba Ray Dudley of the Dudley Boys from WWE. Yeah. For weeks now, people were trying to make like these accusations that Bully Ray is back to his old deceiving ways, trying to attack people from behind. And Moose made his campaign to try and expose Bully Ray for being the asshole, like the bastard that he is. And then Moose got so distracted from being caught up with it, he tries to hit a spear. Ace Austin ducks out of the way. Moose eats shit via turnbuckle. He slams himself into turnbuckle. Ace Austin rolls up Moose and sneaks a win. Your winner, Ace Austin.
Holy shit, not bad. Another win for the Bullet Club. Keep it too sweet.
Hells yeah. That being said, Bully Ray. I'm still wrapping my head on the fact that Bully Ray won the Call Your Shot gauntlet. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I'm a little salty about Bully Ray being back in wrestling.
Yeah, that young upstart, that fresh-faced up-and-comer Bully Ray certainly needs the rub.
All right.
I know what you mean.
All right, so let's get to the exciting segment of the night. Juan, try to control your boner on this one. So this is a backstage segment. Jordan Grace goes into her locker room, and she
Jordan Grace, who? The Impact Knockout World's Champion.
That is true.
Mama Pump Jordan Grace. Get it right, Joe.
Yeah, she goes into the locker room, and she finds some random dude posting, like, pictures or whatever. I think it's pictures of Jordan or pictures of Giselle Shaw. And he was trying to, and he was basically the little errand boy, the messenger between the two. Like, hey man, don't shoot the messenger. But I guess Jordan Grace missed the memo when she planted her fucking foot right onto the guy's chest on the couch.
Okay, if you guys are seeing this woman, take a good close look at her. She is swole as a motherfucker. She is jacked to the rims.
Yeah,
this
no
guy,
kidding.
Men
he is scared
would
as
have
fuck.
to pay money to be treated like this by a woman as gorgeous and as jacked and as beefy as Jordan Grace.
Just a reminder, she also has an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, that's a free plug.
But that being said, yeah, Jordan Grace pretty much sent a message to the messenger that if Giselle Shaw wants to challenge for the Impact and Knockouts World title, that she's waiting for her and to not send any more of, well, his kind over.
Yeah, don't send any more men.
Don't send any more of these idiots. That being said, I like the segment. It was great watching it. It's not Rhea Ripley body slamming Luke Gallows good, but I'll take it. But it was, yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. I like it. I have no complaints about it. It's pretty cool. All right. So there were no bad matches actually on Impact Wrestling. All the matches are actually were knocking it off the ballpark. But I do want to call attention to one segment that I thought was pretty bottom barrel. All right, so in some sort of undisclosed, creepy, cryptic location, Eddie Edwards is out there waiting, and the opponent who he brawls with is none other than PCO.
What?
So as I said last week, Eddie Edwards' direction as a character in Impact Wrestling really took a turn for the worse. Like he was a white bread babyface for Impact Wrestling. He defended the world title, and then he turned his back on Impact Wrestling, joined Honor No More for reasons. And man, Honor No More was such a waste of a fucking super group. And then the whole group
it could have been incredible. Ex-Ring of Honor people trying to run roughshod on Impact, like, haha, you guys are bottom of the barrel, haha, screw you, we're going to take you down. And Ring of Honor's like, oh no, we have nothing to do with these guys. They are Honor No More.
Yeah, but we can't.
But no, they just become another faction, and they jobbed off bad.
Yep, pretty much. And man, Eddie Edwards, it's just not good for him, because now he has no supergroup, nothing, and he's feuding with PCO. Ugh.
Like, it's not... Like, PCO isn't bad, but we're kind of sick and tired of, like, oh, he's this unfeeling monster Frankenstein. Like, come on, guys, like, we get it.
Yeah. That being said, they brawled. They brawled back and forth. PCO chokeslammed him onto a bunch of rocks. That must have hurt. Eddie Edwards got the best of him and then pretty much tried to bury him. Like, there was a burial like hole right there, and he just let the dirt shower over you.
I'm alive. I'm so alive.
You're waking up the neighbors. Shut up.
I saw you die. I thought you were dead.
No, I use my ninja reflexes to slow my heart rate. Now I'm burying you. I'm showering the dirt over you. It's your fault. I'm sorry. I was remembering a cool scene from a cool movie, which is better than this shit. Anyways. All right. Let's get to the main event. And it is another tag match, player.
Just like Impact, you got to have one botch.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? The tag team of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Tag Team Champions, Aussie Open, representing the United Empire, takes on the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, and the #1 contender, Frankie Kazarian. So, Juan, you saw a good chunk of the match with me. How did you think it went?
I thought it was cool. Holy shit, Frankie Kazarian was fucking on fire when he got to his got the hot tag, but for the majority of the time, it was the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, holding it down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I liked where the moments where Aussie Open did get a little offense, and I like this one moment where they tried to like do like a simultaneous like punch to Josh Alexander, only for Josh to duck away. They hit her hands like, ow!
Wait, so they were side to side on the guy, and he ducked down, and they ended up punching each other in the fist.
Yeah.
Okay, that is good.
Hey, that's silly. I love it.
That is actually good. I'll give them that. They get one.
There was also another cool spot where the babyface tag team of Josh Alexander and Frankie Kazarian, they locked in their own submissions simultaneously. Josh Alexander locked in the ankle lock, and Frankie Kazarian, I don't know what the submission hold is.
It looks like something crossing like a figure 4 leg lock and a Fujiwara armbar. What the hell?
It looks so goddamn cool. I loved it. It was amazing. Of course, Aussie Open broke off the submission holds. The match continued, but in the end, it was not the champion that got the win for the babyface team, but the #1 contender that got the win.
Yeah, no, Kazarian hit one of these dudes, the fresh face dude. Well, I don't know what his fucking name is. He hit
okay.
it with a cutter.
Yeah.
He hit him with a cutter, the neck drop kind of thing, and just slammed him down.
Oh, yes.
There wasn't any shenanigans, no dirty work, just like, no, clean pin.
Clean pin, clean victory, and the show closes off with the babyfaces celebrating. Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
So yeah, not bad for Impact. I'd say that much.
Absolutely. And as far as Impact goes, okay, it was a serviceable show. They did everything they needed to do. The opening match was pretty awesome, and they had a good match between Savannah Evans and Jessica, which was also fun. And like I said, there was no bad match that I could find on Impact Wrestling. Everything was hitting in all cylinders, save for the Eddie Edwards and PCO brawl at the undisclosed graveyard location, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Maybe somewhere from the Broken Hardy universe or something.
No, they went into the Broken universe.
Oh, God.
They're just borrowing Matt Hardy's backyard, and then he has to shoo them away.
Yeah.
Or else he'll set Rebby Hardy on them.
Right.
They don't use dogs. They don't use that. They'll just throw Rebby at them, and she will eat them alive.
Right.
She don't give a shit.
AEW Dynamite was a good show. The opening match was definitely fun. I am happy to see Jeff Jarrett. I'm a fan of Jeff Jarrett's work, except for when he books himself. I think my favorite match of Jeff Jarrett that I enjoyed was a TNA match from Bound for Glory 2007 when he wrestled Sting for the NWA World Title with Kurt Angle as the special enforcer. That match was good. Sting won the match, by the way.
Naturally, that's why you would like it, because it's Sting!
Hey, shut up. And let's see. The main event was also pretty fun. Nice to see Brian Cage in action and also Samoa Joe. The pettiness of AEW with whether it's the stupid vignette from the Elite or bringing Colt Cabana on TV, like
where CM Punk is not on TV.
Where CM Punk is not on TV.
That is okay. We know that Jericho has his beef with Punk for what? What reason? He's like, oh, you're a locker room cancer.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here anymore. Like, excuse me? Where the fuck is this coming from? Mr. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to get one of the hottest heels in the business today in the independent scene, MJF. I'm going to have him do Les Dinner de Bonaire with me.
Yeah,
Because that's going to make him a sports entertainment star.
Yeah, Jericho has no leg to stand on. And
seriously.
Yeah. But other than that, everything else was good. I thought I liked the triple threat match for the All Atlantic Championship. I thought that was a lot of fun,
Like,
especially with Jungle Boy Jack Perry running in and cross-botting Luchasaurus off the stage.
The thing with Jade Cargill and the TBS title, what the hell is that about? Just
Man.
knock her on her ass, throw Vicky at Nyla Rose, and take your belt back.
Yes, please.
Just take it back.
Just take it back. Just take it back. Don't even wait for Vicky. Just take it back, man. And as far as NXT goes, NXT was definitely a fun show. It's nice to see Cora Jade. She wrestled a match against Valentina Feroz. She got her win back from losing at Halloween Havoc. Odyssey Jones coming back from injury. Like I said, it's always good to see a wrestler come back from injury, and it's guaranteed to get a pop. The main event tag match was definitely fun. I'm not happy about Von Wagner. Why are we rewarding this nothing guy of a wrestler? A shot at the NXT title against Braun Breaker. They're teasing it.
Someone explain this bullshit. This does not make sense.
Yeah, this isn't Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. That was Shucky Ducky Crap Crap. Thank you very much.
Good Lord.
Hey, I come up with something of my own, Juan.
What, do you want me to... Are you looking for applause? Do you want me to validate your existence on it?
Yes.
Maybe I will. But I most likely won't.
All right, so a couple of announcements. First of all, for this Saturday, for part of our Sampler Saturday, we are returning with Los Amigos Play, and we will be diving into the newly released game, Bayonetta 3, and it's going to be so much fun. We're looking forward to it. Yes, we've had our discussions about the controversy with Platinum Games in the past on the Black Files, but nevertheless, we're still very stoked for it because we've been waiting for a threequel to come out for years.
But before we get into the fun of Bayonetta 3 on Los Amigos Play, we have a special edition of Wrestle Rewind on our Sampler Saturday, this Saturday, November 5th.
Absolutely. We're going to be hosting a live reaction watch party where myself and Juan will be watching our first premium live event of WWE's Crown Jewel, where the main event is Roman Reigns defending the undisputed WWE Universal title against internet celebrity Logan Paul. And this is going to be our first... We cannot make this shit up. This is me and Juan's first time sitting down watching a pay-per-view event with WWE in Saudi Arabia.
The only reason why I'm doing this is because Zay promised me pizza. You think I forgot, Biatch? I remember! Folks, do me a favor, throw some pizza emojis up so that Jose doesn't try to worm his way out of this.
I will not worm my way out of this.
Try to worm your way out of
I
this.
promise.
I will eat you. I will make your ass into Marandera. I'll do it. I don't give a damn. For legal purposes, this was a joke.
But yeah, no, that being said, yeah, no, it's when it comes to pay-per-view events in Saudi Arabia by the WWE, it usually seesaws between confusing as fuck to just not good. But we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna find out if they can knock it out of the ballpark this time around. If they manage to hold the event, because there's some real life shit that's happening over in Saudi Arabia, which we'll be covering on this channel this weekend. Okay.
And with this Sampler Saturday, of course, we're treating you guys after Wrestle Rewind and Los Amigos Play with an edition of the Ravens Flock, followed after with an edition of the Black Files. So, folks, this Saturday is a special event for you guys. You get all 4 shows on one day.
Yeah.
And if you're first-time viewers of the Ravens Flock, this is give you an idea of what to look forward to on our normal streaming schedules.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I can't wait to see all of you this Saturday. With that being said, Wancho, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do.
Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews with you
the best and worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Join in for the reviews live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell, and if you wish to go above and beyond, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button for only $4.99 a month, for $4.99 a month for all of the perks that we discussed earlier tonight. Until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. I'm your host, Zay Casabona. That was Juana Rouse. And stop being such pricks, AEW.